That's the Angela.
Oh, Angela.
We've got it. So it's the Brody. And now Renegade's like, wait, Tigreal?
Are we in a time loop? Are we going to be here forever?
Are we still in game one? Was game one so fun that we
game?
just, have to repeat it? No.
If this is game one.
My friend.
Oh!
He just confirmed it.
All right.
Thank you, Renegade.
Our first onto the turtle, Edward, or the zoning Magister, poking him down, getting him to half with a knockout strike as well. Magister might not be able to even contest for this. Has the regen, pops it in, shield unity onto Edward with the penalty zone onto the back line. Another round from both teams, the blessing of the Moon Goddess as well. Yue, another round HP gonna be gone. Edward looking for the knockout strike on a Sunset Lover, but is dealing a lot of damage still. Magister losing out in the Retribution battle. The Sensui, the Appraiser's Wrath comes down. The first blood will be claimed by Kid Bomba. The big trade back as Yue dashes forward, but then gets caught in the Ghost Bursters of Sunset Lover to make it kind of worth it for Deus and Vult.
Quite a lot of same things going on for both teams, but definitely a bigger power spike for Bruno.
Magister shield unity onto Yue. Sunset Lover trying to deal some damage as well in the back, but Magister's gonna be stunned up right now. Goes on to Sensui, who dashes out. That's another round baited out from Deus Vult. And Blacklist International decides to disengage with the help of Renegade's Blessing of the Moon Goddess.
He'll be able to make it in time. It shouldn't be too much. Magister also going to secure the purple buff. Can they go for the steal?
He retreat that. Edward force a flicker out. Hard guard coming down. 4-man penalty zone by Kid Bomba, but Sensui still finds the turtle. That was a Blessing of the Moon Goddess, but Renegade's caught in the midst of it all. Flickers out to save the Sunset Lover with a flicker of his own. And Edward is forced back. Now under the turret, going to be taken down as well by Sawa.
Let me just say, if you want to give an MVP, man, look at Sunset Lover. The Shadow Stampedes. Again, we're talking about you got to figure out a way how to make sure that Blacklist International don't kind of look at Kid Bomba.
Bomba's caught under the turret, now caught under the Appraiser's Wrath. Sensui takes him out.
He's a player that has gone very, just not as known in the beginning of M5, but so far in the knockout stage, he has been turning up.
A 2v4. That could have been deadly there. Magister goes in, taunts it up, Appraiser's Wrath once again, but Magister still is able to survive. Torn apart memory just to poke Blacklist down, and Blacklist will just take another structure. Well, the first structure of this game in the bottom lane. And now, how does this play out, LaFell? Does the mid-game power spike still hit for Deus Vult where they want to look for big fights? Carvey taken low, up top, no hard guard. What happened? Was Sawa canceled? No, it was a complete miscalculation, and Blacklist capitalized.
That's one of those moments where you feel hurt, man. You have two ways to help your teammate, and none were there.
Yeah, definitely a big miscalculation for Deus Vult, and this is what separates the boys from the men. This is what separates the S-tier teams and the A-tier teams. Blacklist International not making those minute mistakes right now as Deus Vult unable to keep up.
For the bigger fight.
Yeah, just use a hard guard, and Sawa was like, wait, are you going to use it? Appraiser's Wrath on the Sawa, just to zone him away mid lane. Magister trying to hold down the tier 1, but still going to be taken down by Blacklist International.
The big problem is Carvey's supposed to snowball. The Brody is supposed to have a kill or two by now. And at this point, he has nothing. He actually has a death. Whoa.
Penalty zone flicker to the back right now. Another round coming down. Very clutch. Blessing of the Moon Goddess coming down as well. Kid Bomba. Very, very low. Oheb walks forward, finds the shot. Edward running away. Sensui onto Magister now as he grants all the space that Blacklist need to get Oheb all those free hits.
Not only did Blacklist win out in that fight, but they walked out of that fight with full health bars. Deus Vult unable to even chip into the heal coming from Renegade right now from the space created from the team of Blacklist. Deus Vult aren't going to be able to last much longer if this is how fights keep going.
I don't want to be a party pooper, man, but at this point I feel like Blacklist International, they need to receive damage from the crystal for them to die.
Yeah.
I feel like the turrets have to chip in.
They really do, LaFell. I think if the turrets don't chip in, Deus Vult just simply don't have enough damage to melt down these HP bars. If it was bad earlier in game number 1 against the Tigreal, now put an Estes in and we got the answer we were looking for.
Dude, this is one of those comps where you just want to go to the next game, man.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot to compete with. Blacklist International closing in on the towers, Lord on the top side.
Torn apart memory used up. Oheb just soaks it in. Knows that there's Renegade on the side to give him more HP as Yue cuts in as well, looking for another angle to dish out damage, and there's no punishment. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Sunset Lover dealing some good damage onto Edward.
There's never a point. They have to force it. They do enough damage where this will have to disengage.
Force macro dominance. Kid Bomba poke down. One more shot. OHEB again. Even with the DPZ, it isn't enough to get away from the Filipino sniper.
That could be it. Blacklist International going to start chipping away at these towers right here. Deus Vult need an answer. They need something to get out of this heel hell that they're in right now. Blacklist International trying to close things up.
Right? Unless Kid Bomba dives in completely alone and he gets all of those things. Maybe. But let's be realistic here. I think that's difficult to do.
There's too much layering. Definitely way too much.
60% of your HP. Good luck trying to get anyone down at that point.
Especially when you have an 11,000 goal lead. Edward. Knockout strike on 2 right now as another round gets popped in right now with a torn apart memory as well. Blacklist International. So Bomba with a desperate play in the end, but the Appraiser's wrath comes down. And OHEB is 3-hitting. Game number 2 will end with OHEB picking up a triple kill.
Blacklist International keep on stomping. Deus Vult losing another game. That was a rough one.
This time, Blacklist coming in with a draft that is basically unkillable. They're not kiting for this one. They're pushing forward. They're challenging the Dark Knight. We know you won't have enough damage. Try as you might, but we're not going down. We got the heal man.
And the hitman.
Evidently, it didn't work. And I think that with the Estes, it's even a more difficult task, right? You saw that the Tigreal was able to kind of, prevent them from dying. Estes literally is not going to have any problem in that game. Back-to-back, I mean, of course, this is game 1.5. 1.5, so same MVP.
Game 1B.
Game 1B, exactly.
And it's the same concept. The auto attacks from OHEB, able to overload the Netherrealm, able to disincentivize Hearthguards. Yeah. And he had to just do better than great. He had to do better than what he did in game 1 and just follow the momentum, follow the flow. OHEB is on a whole nother level.
There was an improvement that Blacklist International did from yesterday when they went for the turtle fights. This time, actually, if you're